This is really crazy to me that you have a concert movie that's coming out, and it's looking like it's probably going to be the biggest movie of the year. And I'm not exaggerating that. Taylor Swift and her The Eras Tour, which is basically a recording of a concert she did. You know those concerts that, for some reason, are selling tickets for like $2,000 a piece, which is wild to me. I had no idea she was this popular until I started hearing about how the tickets for this thing are thousands of dollars. It's wild. So if you didn't know, she's releasing a concert film, which, by the way, she's doing a distribution of this film with AMC, I believe, even though it's going to be in every theater. It's in every theater around me. I looked it up before I started to film for this video, which I'm doing right now, but it's going to be in every theater, which is, you know, starving for content. Let's say that there hasn't really been that many movies this year that have brought in a lot of money. This one's about to change it. I was kind of shocked by this. This is the premiere. They had to shut down roads and stuff. I'm not surprised by that, but I am surprised by how popular she is. I had no idea she was on the level of fame that she is. I don't really listen to her music. If you do, that's fine. I got nothing against her or anything. Or if you enjoy her money or her, if you enjoy her music. What I do find crazy is the fact that this thing has sold over $100 million in pre-sale tickets, which is kind of insane. And at least according to this article, it's sold out everywhere. I don't know how they could have looked at every theater, but they're saying that most theaters are sold out for this. It has the potential of taking on Barbie and Spider-Man No Way Home. If this movie makes more money than Barbie, it will be the biggest movie of the year. I don't quite know if it's going to do that, but it definitely will make more money than just about every movie out there, because this movie, I'm sure, was cheap to make. It's literally her at one of her concerts being recorded. The cost of the cameras, which they were probably already using, because every time you go to a concert, if you look around, it's filmed. So I would imagine she already had this footage, and she had the idea to make a concert film out of it, which is going to make her a shitload of money, because from what I understand, Hollywood's not distributing this. It's just her and AMC through some deal. So the majority of the money from this is going to go into her pocket. It's kind of a smart move, to be honest. And I don't understand why more theaters don't do stuff like this. I don't understand why more bands don't try to do stuff like this, or why I can't go to a movie theater and watch UFC or a boxing event or a concert film. They should do this more often. And I know some people are going to say in the comments that, yeah, you can go to some movies and watch UFC, right? But not all of them. Like, this should be something that a lot of these sporting companies should try to push for, because I think it would do very well. You get to go have a shared experience with people and watch a fight or a concert. It's a good idea. At least in my opinion, it's a good idea, because there's not much coming out of Hollywood. And these theaters, they really need to do something to get people to come back to them again. And I think that is a way to do it. This movie, I think, is going to surprise a lot of people on how well it does. The fact that it's got 100 million plus projection already is wild. Heading into the swift snowfall this weekend at the box office, here's what you can expect when you talk about Taylor Swift's AMC distributed film. As already has been reported, a 100 million plus projection is in store per distribution sources, and another 50 plus million overseas, for a total of 150 million global debut. But part of those stats come from box office analytics firm Intelligence, which is observing sellouts for Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, significantly outstripping Barbie and percentage-wise that of Spider-Man No Way Home compared to each movie's first evenings. Another big indicator of big business, 99% of the pre-sales activity for the entire weekend is the Eras Tour. I think this movie's going to come out of left corner and do really, really well. Man, I wish she was releasing this against the Marvels. Wouldn't that be great if the Marvels got smashed by this concert film? I can tell you one thing. Marvel, Disney, Warner, Universal, they're all going to be watching this movie and drooling because they wish they could have made this money. There's been very few movies that have made this kind of money this year. How will this hold the next weekend? This movie could hold. There's so many people that love this woman, they'll go see this like 2 or 3 times. So as of Monday, per intelligence, there were more than 4,200 showtimes sold out of 13,000 showtimes, or 32%, which is massive for the first evening of a tentpole. Do you know how many showtimes were sold out on Barbie's first night of previews? 500. Barbie's opening weekend was $162 million off a first day previews of $70.5 million. Spider-Man No Way Home, which had an opening of $260.1 million off a Friday previews of $121.9 million in 2021, only had 18% of its Thursday night showtime sold out. All slots here are compared 4 days before each film's first night. 1 of every 3 showtimes is sold out for Eras concert on opening day. So, yeah, this is going to be wild. I'm really curious to see what this makes. Really curious to see what this movie makes. I think it can make $1 billion. I really do. I think you could see this movie hit $1 billion. And it's just wild. Like, if this movie does well, you're going to see concert films like blow up. You're going to start to see more of this shit get released in theaters, which I would be fine with. And I'd like them to go back and take like old concerts, remaster them for bands that aren't here anymore, you know. Bring them, put those in there. They won't do that. I think it'd be a smart idea. I mean, that's easy money, but anyway, we'll see what happens. I was just kind of shocked by this. I mean, this is going to make more money than Barbie. There's a high chance that it could. Either way, even if it doesn't make as much money, you know, total-wise, it's going to make more profit than Barbie and Spider-Man and a lot of other movies because the facts are this movie didn't cost anything to make. It's probably cheap as hell to make. Well, you need an editor. I mean, the footage was already there. Because like I said, I guarantee you she was already filming everything anyway. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.